Good morning, Ali. This is your friend, Mr. Jeff. I'm going to read another story for you today. And the name of the story is When Will We Get There by Anne Harth. Dylan climbed into the back seat. He helped his little sister with her seatbelt. The car was filled with dolls, stuffed animals, books, and crayons. Did you bring everything in your room, Lara? He said. Lara shook her head. No, my bed's still there, Dylan laughed. Mom started the car and backed out of the driveway. Dylan opened his book. Chapter 1, he read. When will we get there? Lara tugged at Dylan's sleeve. He looked up. Mom, how long will it take to get to Nana's? Mom glanced at her watch. We'll be there in 2 hours, Lara frowned. That's forever. She picked up a doll and combed its hair. Dylan looked down at his book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. How much longer now? Lara said. Dylan looked up. Almost 2 hours. Lara frowned. She pulled out a piece of paper. She opened a box of crayons and started to draw. Dylan looked out the window. They were on the highway. Trucks and cars whizzed past. The trees on the side of the road were a blur. He watched a man on a red motorcycle pull up beside them. A tiny dog sat in front of the rider. Dylan waved. The motorcycle sped up and disappeared. Dylan looked down at his book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. His leg was trapped. When will we get there? Lara said. Dylan sighed. Soon. He looked up. You could play with your dolls, he said. Lara shook her head. They're watching a movie. She pointed to a piece of blank paper. It was taped to the back of the seat. The three dolls and a stuffed elephant sat in front of it. You could draw a picture. Dylan tapped the box of crayons. It's too bumpy. You could read a book. Lara frowned. She opened her alphabet book. Dylan looked down at his own book. Chapter 1, he read. Peter Potter was stuck. His leg was trapped under a giant rock. When will we get there? Lara said. Lara, I'm trying to read, Dylan said. Lara smiled. She poked Dylan's leg. Will you read to me? Dylan sighed. Will you be quiet? Lara nodded. Dylan slid closer to his sister. He buckled his seatbelt and opened his book. Chapter 1, Dylan said. Peter Potter was stuck. Lara grew quiet. Dylan read a little more. His leg was trapped under a giant rock. Lara rested her head on Dylan's arm. Dylan kept reading. He pulled and pulled, but it wouldn't move. Lara was silent as Dylan read. He peeked down at his sister. She was sound asleep. Dylan kept reading. When Dylan was on the 5th chapter, the car slowed. Mom turned onto a small street. She pulled into a driveway and stopped. Dylan looked up. Nana waved and hurried toward the car. Lara lifted her head. She rubbed her eyes. When will we get there? She said. Dylan laughed. We're there. Great story. A few comprehension questions for you to think about. Where does the story take place? What is the setting? Is it outside? Is it inside? Um, why can't Laura play with her dolls? Well, what are they doing that she can't play with them right now? And what story are they reading? That's a tricky one. We'll have to look back for that one. So I hope you're having a great day. I hope you're practicing lots of reading at home, and I look forward to seeing you soon. Goodbye.